haven't done anything for a while, so we're doing stuff now.
Happy New Year, we're back!
Hooray!
Almost! I mean,
it's been like
almost...
It's been almost a year.
It's almost March. So we thought we'd kick off by watching Resident Evil, the new movie that came out last October.
Yeah. This is it. It's kind of... I haven't seen any of this. Harry started watching it, got about 20 minutes in.
And I thought, this is a doozy, I've got to bring this one round. And hopefully it doesn't go down like a lead balloon like Doom.
In my defence, I remember almost nothing from Doom because the vodka was flowing and Jack.
Come on, tell everybody what happened when you tried to play it on your PlayStation.
Yeah, I tried. Well, as a way of dealing with it, Harry lent me his DVD of Doom. I put it in my PlayStation 4 and it killed it. It actually killed it. It actually erased the hard drive. I had to reformat and reboot the entire PlayStation.
Excellent.
Now, there's a very good chance I just hadn't cleaned the machine properly and it needed to be looked after it anyway. However, I'm maintaining that Doom, the new one, 2019 or 2018.
Oh god knows, it was awful.
Was so bad it killed my PlayStation 4. But we're now back doing stuff. Sean's not here unfortunately because he's at work.
And no, Claire Redfield isn't in Doom. I thought we were following around the woman's...
We thought it was the same woman from Doom, but it's not. So, whether that's a good thing or not, we'll find out as we go.
I don't think it was really going to matter too much. Anyway, we're going to just, let the camera roll and it'll probably get edited
into highlights and stuff. And at the same time, we're painting. You can't see this from here, it's too far away, but yeah.
Yeah, these little guys. I mean, I can only barely see that from looking at the tiny screen on the camera.
The camera's a bit far away, but yeah, we'll show off what we've done at appropriate times and we'll get some footage of what's been done and how it's all going, so that way you can see all that as well.
Roll the movie!
Right. So, you'll probably get more sound of the movie than... Let's turn this, move down a little bit, so because the camera's right next to the TV.
Yeah, but we can't hear it.
That's true.
It doesn't matter, you'll have to hear it on the video anyway. And then you'll probably hear us talk and go, what?
There it is.
Oh, you're going to give me some tissue?
I'm going to give you some tissue.
I don't want to wiping it on the furniture, Harry. Davis Films.
That's a worrying sign, because I've never heard of that company before.
Screen Gems. I think I've heard of Screen Gems.
I've heard of Screen Gems. Not that that's a glowing endorsement, but... Actually, I'll turn the sound up a bit.
That's what I mean, yeah, you're going to have to, because it's that classic. Oh look, they start an orphanage.
Davis Raccoon Films. Oh dear.
Yeah, I know. I thought that when the last time I saw that come up, I was like, Raccoon, why are you calling that?
Why are you naming it after the city?
Fucking movie!
I mean...
Creepy orphanage. To be fair, I instantly did recognise it from the Resident Evil 2, so it has, they have done a faithful job of recreating.
Or recreating the orphanage bit.
Yeah, which is such a small part of them. So this is Claire as a little kid. Because Claire and Chris now come from the orphanage. Yeah, go and figure that one.
Okay. But it looks like she's being played by the adult actress there, who's like 20-something.
No, that's a kid.
Oh, okay. I'm not paying attention then.
Bastard.
Instantly my ability to pay attention has completely been destroyed.
So, yeah, she sees the kid just disappears. She's sharing a bed with her brother, which is... Yeah, I suppose that's normal.
I mean... As long as they're actually brother and sister, if they're going to try and turn around and say like, oh, we're all from an orphanage, so we're kind of brother and sister in that regard.
Giggity. No, they're not good. Sister.
They are actually brother and sister. Okay. I know that it really matters too much. It's kind of, you could just say like they're...
Does, you can't, what?
Oh yeah, okay, it does matter, but at the same time, I'm not going to...
Frown upon...
If it's like, oh, we're adopted brother and sister instead, it's like, okay, you know what? That doesn't really change anything film-wise. Or it shouldn't do, but...
No, it doesn't. Creepy. Go and follow where the kid came from. Classic horror trope.
Stop following them. If you follow them, the plot will happen.
Yeah, I'm literally going to be painting until they go into the mansion, and then I'm going to start paying attention because I've already watched this part. So then there was going to be some bad part about watching it before coming around, but I have to vet these things because Jack gets upset otherwise.
I do. It's got to be worth our time. We learned this the hard way with bloody Lost in Space movie. Because
I like the Lost in Space movie. I wasn't here in those dark times.
Yeah, but what you have to understand is when it comes to looking for stuff to make fun of, it's kind of it's hard because it's.
Yeah, but don't make fun of something that's already good. Debatable.
It's debatable if it's good or not. The thing is, it wasn't bad. It was just nothing really happened that you could even make fun of, or you could just sit there and enjoy.
Okay.
It sits that fence where it's kind of like
it's not bad enough to be offensive, but
it's not bad enough to be offensive or good enough to praise.
Oof. Oh look, yeah. So the kids in a tent in the playroom.
Okay.
So this is where the bit we're kind of like, this tension's been building for the last 15 minutes for this moment. Is it going to be a jump scare?
It'll be a jump scare and nothing will happen.
Because it's the beginning of the movie.
Yeah. It's Claire. She's going to survive, and if this is just based on the first 2 games, then it's like, well,
I think it's based on the first 3. All that creepy, zombie hands and an umbrella. Oh, hang on, I didn't read the. Oh, it doesn't matter. There is a name on the medical thing, and yeah, no, okay. Oh, now it's going to draw something.
Oh, is that supposed to... If it's got those things on, is that supposed to be Lisa from the Resident Evil remake?
Or it could be the Resident Evil... Oh, you're talking about Zero, is it?
No, they did in the remake version of the first Resident Evil game. They added that extra boss. I think she's called Lisa.
And she's in a hospital hospital room. She floats around and uses psychic powers.
No, she's when you go through the.
I have played this remake and I don't remember what you're on about.
I'll see if I can find it on my phone in a minute. I'll show you a bit. It's kind of like it's basically something that's basically an immortal thing that you can't kill. You have to basically solve the puzzle in the room, and then it kind of jumps off the edge.
There's William Birkin. The only decent. I think he's the only actual actor in this film.
Everyone else is just like,
I mean, I have seen some of the others, but he's the only one I recognise as an actor.
Yeah, I will give him credit as being an actor.
Yeah, he does have a bit of the guy in the actual other Resident Evil movies look about him. Oh yeah,
you can't hear what's being said. No, that's fair enough.
I mean, it's that usual modern day mumbling dialogue.
Yeah.
All that did was just confirm that was Chris and Claire Redfield.
Yeah.
And that they sleep together.
Phrasing.
At least we're doing Sean a favour. All he has to do is just watch this back and then he doesn't have to worry about it anymore. It's like he was here.
Well, it's kind of like I would go and try and find like a stuffed toy and call it Sean and stick it in the middle or something, but I don't think I've got anything.
Bastard.
Yeah, some experiment happened. An umbrella is shelter from the storm. Oh. Umbrella. Foreshadowing. Umbrella. And there's the kid's toy on the end of her bed. It's not scary anyway.
The 80s came up with some scary ass toys.
And there's the kid. Upside down for some reason. Really flappy skin.
It's going to bother me now. I'm going to have to find that.
Oh no, it's a raccoon.
It's a raccoon.
And it grabbed the face, and then it all turned out to be a dream. And then it opens to the beginning of Resident Evil 2, the remake. Because the guy eating the darkness, even frame for frame, and he's also irritating again.
Yeah.
I was left at the side of the road.
He talks too much. But listen. Oh, this is when Dark starts, okay? And you start going,
Okay.
oh god.
30th of September 1998.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure it's kind of like the events of Resident Evil 1 take place like about a month before Resident Evil 2. Vaguely, something like that.
Yeah, they're supposed to.
Yeah. Because it's kind of like the virus gets inside the rat, gets into the rats in the sewer, and
Which then starts to infect
people, and then yeah, something like that.
Tell your brother, get out of there. Pack up and leave. Although, you're gonna sell your house too. Nobody No, thanks.
Just to show you that it's the 90s.
It's the 90s. Oh yeah. I'm fine with that.
Put too much emphasis on
Oh yeah, truck driver putting his hand on a woman's leg and not complaining because it's the 90s.
Lisa Trevor. That's the
Oh, that's what it said on the...
yeah.
That's also what it said on the...
Yeah, it's
What's it for?
no, this is a Resident Evil HD remaster, so that's like the first one.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's like
Okay, yeah, that is exactly what it said on the nameplate as well.
because it's like she's supposed to be locked up in the basement of the mansion. So if they're following the game, she shouldn't be in an orphanage.
Well, yeah.
But then, you know,
Fuck no, that was years ago according to this, so...
Oh no! Fuck! I didn't see her. She came out of nowhere. She's doing out here in the middle of the night.
Something around
Doing it in the middle of the night!
You thought, right? It wasn't my fault.
See what I mean? It's like...
Oh, fuck!
Listen to me. We need something to wrap the body in, and then we're going to take it into town.
What's my fault? Oh, Jesus!
Oh, the zombies are
it's
falling
just
off.
me.
Didn't take long, did it?
But there's a cop who can help us.
God! It's not my fault! It's not my fault!
I know.
Which doesn't attack them.
Leave her here,
It
okay?
just walks off. Which they both don't notice. But the dog does. And then the dog's like, lovely blood.
To be fair, dogs will eat anything, so it's like,
Doing that, yeah. And yummy. Oh, infected blood.
oh, don't infect the dog like that.
Yeah. So you see, come on. Classic.
What do you want? I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Well, I suppose he does have the right idea at that point. And then there's a creepy stare into the woods in which the woman who got hit by the car is just staring at her through the woods because that's what zombies do.
So yeah, so we're in a zombie movie where zombies don't try and eat people yet.
Yes. And it's just staring at the saying. Fuck up, bro. So basically, the premise of Raccoon City was the Umbrella Corporation, the world's largest pharmaceutical company, and now a ghost town. Umbrella's transition to a new location. All that remains is a skeleton crew of the last few employees. Those two boards to leave. So that's. Is that?
That's their explanation for why they don't have hundreds and hundreds of extras running around. Yeah. It's
That's why I didn't know. The city's deserted. Oh, okay.
it's like you could just say like due to all the grisly murders,
Everyone fucked
everyone
off.
fucked off. But it's like, oh wait, no, that means you actually have to follow timelines and continuity. Yeah, they're not doing that.
Here we go. The most dumped on man in the movie. Check out how he gets so much shit later on. I mean, personally, I think it's a bit racist that they keep having to go at the Mexican guy, but you know.
But yeah, that is quite racist. They should be doing better than that.
But it's great, they do it all the time. He gets dumped on by the chief, gets charged and literally leave it. And I have to just stop telling you what's about to happen. Oh, he's tired still, he's gone to sleep. So Wesker balances a tomato ketchup thing on top of his head.
So Wesker, rather than being like a mastermind of like,
It's just some jokey...
it's jokey dickhead.
Like,
Wow.
so far, that's all I can tell, yeah. Not with a real gun.
With this, Valentine.
Oh, Valentine. She's a bit of a firecracker.
So she's good.
20. Because I can knock the bottle without even fucking.
$20, she can hit the bottle without even moving. Or like, it'll fall off without her.
So basically...
Hang on. So, you know there's that line I was talking about?
Yeah.
Hey, you see me do this.
What?
Still sandwich now.
It's Jill sandwich now.
That is so cringe.
Why? You almost a Jill sandwich. I mean, come on. This is what I mean. It goes from like, how far? I mean, 11:17 p.m.
It's like,
Oh yeah, exposition storyline bit. Here they go. Two more people shitting on him.
How you doing, rookie?
Leon S. Kennedy. What's the S stand for, stupid?
See what I mean? The dialogue is just somewhere between, I don't know whether it's trying to be serious, whether it's just being shit. It's just shit, isn't it?
it's...
It feels like Resident Evil when you're playing the game.
Oh, how many angry fanboy comments are you going to get now?
It's clunky. It's so clunky.
To be fair, I don't think that many people play Resident Evil for story. I think they play it because it's usually, most of the time, it's a pretty kick-ass series of games, and it's like...
Admittedly, I will admit that it is slowly building tension. There is a certain amount of foreboding through this. It's like, something doesn't feel quite right about the whole way. Something about the way it's shot. I know that sounds really odd. And let's be honest, Leon's like the only one who's actually being serious about the whole, like, he's acting serious as well. He's like, what? Oh yeah, smack against the window. What? To me, when I was watching it, I was like, he's doing a good job of making me go, what the fuck? And then you see the bird and you're like, oh.
Zombie bird.
And then you got this Resident Evil music playing over the top.
Yeah. It's like, actually, my big problem is, because all these computer game characters, it's kind of like, you know none of them are going to die. Whereas when they did the Mini Jojo stuff, it's kind of little new characters so anyone can die.
Dryads. There you go, Dryad Dark.
So not ents, but kind of like sort of tree people.
Like tree people, but not tree people.
Yeah.
What are tree people? Not tree people. When they're two people.
Oh, Sunday comedy.
I'm a man of many talents. Oh look, the dog's going crazy. Look, he's got like cataract eyes, and he's like, "What's going on, man?" Oh,
That's a stoned dog.
That's one fucking dog with rabies. Oh fuck!
Fucking quit me, motherfucker!
Big me, motherfucker! See, you see what I mean? I just don't quite get. Just don't get it. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, what if Rob was here?
If Rob was here, we'd have to put on like Sharknado and just watch his brain melt.
Oh, it's going to get me riled up. Any movie about a shark. It's not my cup of tea, no. Because that's not how sharks behave. It's just fucking stupid.
So this is a lull in the movie. I'm quite happy to split up.
Yeah. That's alright.
She's just trying to get into Chris's house. There you go. That's the sum total of what this whole scene's about. Oh, and there's a creepy kid in the window who like smiles at her. She's like, and then the mum is looking a little bit worse for wear.
Yeah.
There you go, that creepy kid, ginger hair, soulless. She waves, kid waves, creepy. And then creepy mum with no hair. Local shop for local people. Local, yeah. Why did you say bass or rewind? Why are we watching Shaun of the Dead? Oh no, she literally walks in, eats some fucking cold pizza, you don't know how long's been there.
So, hang on.
If she's not infected and dying by the end of this film, I'm really pissed off.
But you know she won't be.
Because she's Claire Redfield.
Yeah.
Or are these, is this all like a curveball and some of them are going to die because they're not really representative of the characters from the film? Look, it's about to put a
Raccoon helmet. Hang on, so the first half of Claire's entire plot is that she can't find her brother Chris and she's trying to find him.
Yep, and then she finds him within
5 minutes. It's like, well, that negates the entire thing, then, doesn't it?
I owe this town. I owe Birkin and Umbrella everything. They raised me, put me through school, the academy. They were there.
That's a change of storyline.
Where were you? I haven't even heard.
I thought he was just a cop who got promoted into stars.
Yeah, but no, he was an orphan, wasn't he? In an umbrella orphanage.
Yeah, but I don't think they charge.
Because, you know, we have to link everything to everything else now, because, you know, you can't understand it unless you're part of it. And that's the world we live in. I mean, there's no such thing as empathy anymore. You can't just empathize with people because that's just silly. What, you can believe that you can believe that you can feel how someone else believes.
I'm sceptical of that.
Well, you can put yourself in someone else's shoes, can you?
Yeah. How do I relate to people?
Oh, here we go. It's in the fucking water.
We're true when we're kids. They're not true now. Hey, why you really?
Oh, believe your sister. Believe the lies she tells you.
You show up here, you break into my house. What kind of person can pick a lock like that?
Hey.
It's kind of impressive, but also what the fuck?
It's kind of
impressive. What the fuck?
I don't think it's that impressive to pick a lock. I know I can't do it myself, but at the same time, it's like I can't imagine it's so insanely hard that.
This is a flashback. Oh, that's not.
Hey, Mom and Dad are here.
I saw a monster.
Did you?
Oh, honey, you just had a bad dream.
It was all green.
That's what's her face, isn't it? Some Birkin.
Rebecca?
Rebecca?
Sherry Birkin.
Sherry.
Oh my gosh, I keep that.
Who names their kid after a fucking alcoholic beverage on this thing?
Well, wonderful, wonderful parents who clearly will not abandon her or go crazy and inject themselves with viruses because, you know. Oh wait, have I seen this movie before? No, but I kind of know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I know. You should do. Oh, the alarms have gone off. Also, yeah, Birkin just changed persona and was like, well, we have to leave. Goodbye. There's something good about an ominous air raid siren there.
So she met with her brother. Her brother clearly doesn't have anything to do with her at the moment.
Yep.
I mean, you know, not that he doesn't love her or anything. I'm assuming they do still care about each other, but he's like, you know, I've got shit to do. Go away.
Yeah, very much. Simplify, motherfucker. Oh, someone's managed to sneak into the house.
Please tell me it's the soulless ginger kid.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean,
How did I know?
beat for beat, we can protect this shit. I mean, there's a noise, you hear a noise, and then you suddenly go, yeah, that's the kid. Oh, it's the woman.
Oh, it's the woman.
Oh yeah, she puts on something that's also in the games. See, that itchy, tasty. Remember that being scrawled in blood on the inside of a cupboard in Resident Evil 1? Itchy, tasty. It's the man who goes slowly, man. He goes slowly insane before he turns into a zombie. Don't use the Z word.
Because it's ridiculous.
But are there any?
Yeah. So we're basically just going to be quoting Shaun of the Dead for this entire film now.
Oh yeah, sure. That's a bad movie.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be going, I wish I bought top for that one instead.
We'll save that when we want to do like a positive stream.
Oh, she's wanting to broken through, she's gone crazy! Oh, she's wrapping her own face. Oh. No, she can't bike.
Okay, so that's clearly not hers, so she's just stolen a bike.
You could count the amount of crimes that people have committed.
Well, so Claire's on 2 now.
Breaking into
3 technically because of the hit and run. But while she wasn't driving, she's an accomplice to that.
Okay, look, CGI bad Raccoon police. Insert worst character. I mean, the fucking police chief is terrible. Admittedly, there's not a lot of positives I'm putting into this yet.
He's swallowed whole by a snake, or
It's kind of like it's got to give you a positive so you can be positive about it. That's the problem, and it's not being that.
Well, if y'all shut the hell up for a second and listen,
Oh, it's Harvey Bullock.
maybe you'll find out.
He's awful.
He was great in
Do I turn it up for a bit? Because his dialogue's just crap.
That's right, Redfield, I do not know. What I do know is that Marini and Dooley are currently not answering their radio.
they're investigating a report of a body up by the Spencer mansion.
You think it's connected?
What's the Spencer mansion?
Well, as I think most of you know, Oswald Spencer was the creator of the Umbrella Corporation. And the mansion was his home until the year of his death in... What the fuck are you doing here, Leon?
You sent everyone into the briefing room, so here I am.
I didn't mean you, you moron. Not you, Leon, everyone else. What if someone wanders in and there's no one behind the front desk and old lady's looking for a cat or something?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, get back
Oh,
there,
they're
man.
really shitting on Leon.
Fucking Leon gets so much shit for being the rookie. Oh look, he's already getting secret covert messages.
Oh,
Take her back to your apartment. Rent a movie at Blockbuster, get cozy on the couch.
Blockbuster. Oh, I know what Blockbuster is.
Barry's voice, what it does to a woman's heart, huh? Am I right? How's that sound? Sounds like I'm about to get laid. But it ain't gonna happen tonight because I want you dressed in 5, all of you, and ready to fly because I want to know where the hell Bravo team is and what the fuck all those alarms are about. You got me? Come on, get moving. Go.
It's like, it's awful. I was sitting there, I was like, the fuck? He's just shouting random shit.
See, the thing is, I will blame entirely the direction of the movie because that actor was in Gotham. He was pretty good in that. Palm Pilot.
Everything needs to know is on this device.
So Wesker's gone from being like
Raccoon
basically
City
a
will be
monster.
destroyed at 6 a.m. Resident Evil 3.
So
And he knows.
Get going.
So that's that sudden change from being funny, happy-go-lucky guy to bad guy.
So they can destroy my life's work.
Daddy, what else?
The G-virus.
Boris, hit that girl.
Jack, why have you got a calendar of the worst James Bond movies?
Where did that?
because Ellie wanted a calendar of James Bond and picked that one. Didn't quite realise that it wasn't like all the new Bonds that she actually knows.
It's all the old ones.
Yeah.
But I mean, all the worst old ones, because I've just seen it's like Her Majesty's Secret Services this week,
Yeah.
month. And next month is fucking Moonraker. I'm like, ugh!
That's the-
Ugh.
Don't shit on Moonraker. Moonraker has lasers.
So here's another flashback. Realising that that's Claire. Claire realises that's someone, and then that's the diner that the people were in earlier. Because the diner lady's gone crazy with the lights. And then there's the zombified now. It's like, here we are, we've actually finally reached the beginning of Resident Evil 2. And the dog's looking really fucked up as well.
Yeah, it's only taken them like, what, 20 minutes to get to the point where they can actually start, and it's like...
So it's raining, it's miserable. Why is the fucking front door wide open? And he's there, 1 AM. He's like, he's the most useless rookie. What the fuck? can't even stay awake for his job.
Yeah, I don't care what kind of headphones you have on, you would have heard that. Especially it's like
especially in the
90s. Yeah. Sound cancellation headphones did not exist.
Also, you know, the flames, the light from the fire.
The heat. Or someone else would have...
Shockwave.
Yeah. Oh, that wakes you up.
Fuck!
Twat.
You might want to get a fire extinguisher. Unlock the gates. There may be others.
What?
Other?
How?
What?
Bear in mind, the briefings are like 11:15, it's now 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, so in the space of an hour and 45 minutes, so 2 hours, the police chief's gone from not knowing anything to knowing it's zombies and everything's fucked. Okay.
The fact he didn't even notice the fucking lorry just crashed outside the Raccoon City. Yeah, I'm with you, Leon. Fuck this. I'm on Team Leon here. Yeah. He's been treated like shit already too many times.
Hi, sir. Should we call someone? Who are you gonna call? You're the police.
Ghostbusters.
Look, I'm no medical expert, but I think that guy might just be beyond saving. Besides, I think you'll find that all the phone lines in the city are dead.
Oh yeah.
Take care of yourself, Leon.
All the phone lines are dead. He's obviously started to realise that something's up. That's why he's like, no, fuck it, I'm off. Which, to be honest, I think of all the reasonable responses to have in a movie, I think he's like, fuck this.
Yeah, peace out. I'm not staying.
Sir, I really don't think you should go. I don't think I'm prepared to handle it. At ease, take care, good luck. I know you'll do a good job.
That's it, I've had enough. I'm out of this movie.
Yeah. I don't be involved at all anymore.
I mean, it didn't even feel like he made an effort, that actor. He's just like...
No. I know I'm going to be in 3 scenes and maybe 12 lines in total.
Yeah, Leon. Fuck. Here we go. This is it. I don't know anything that happens from now on, so it's all going to be like...
We're all going to be interested.
Oh, it's like we've just reached Resident Evil 1.
See, this is what destroys the argument of this being a homage to the games, because it's kind of like, well, then they would have known about the time, they would have at least read what was the time frame.
Yeah, no, I mean, what they've obviously decided to change up the time frame, you know? This is just for the sake of changing up.
Just for the sake of changing it?
Yeah, fuck it. I mean, if they change everything else. Come on, where's Bravo team? Oh, what is Bravo team? Those 2 cops.
God.
You know what I mean? It's just like... I don't know how long they're actually going to spend in the mansion, because it's only a certain amount of time this movie takes.
Yeah.
Oh, look, that's the original... Oh, that's the police car. That's got big claw marks on the side of it. Like some kind of G-virus.
G-virus didn't have claws, it gave people claws. And your Resident Evil.
Radio iron, somebody found Bravo Team G.
Oh, it is Bravo.
Oh my god.
What happened to the other stars team, like Rebecca and all that? Come on.
Oh, they didn't want to hire an extra actress for name. It's just like,
They didn't want to have someone else survive.
no.
But Barry's definitely dead, though. It's the one thing I definitely know.
Barry Burton.
Yeah, that one in the background.
Well, he doesn't die in the games, he's still around.
Is he?
Yeah. He has his own spin-off game and everything.
Oh, Carlos is the one that dies, isn't it?
Yeah.
Carlos. Although, if they have a giant snake in this film, I'd be really impressed. But I don't think they will.
Yeah, well, they
What the
probably
fuck
will.
is
It's
that?
just CGI.
Oh, it's a fucking
Zombie bird.
raven.
What's wrong with it?
That's animal cruelty.
Really? They went this way.
Barry Burton. Oh, it's the beginning of Resident Evil 1. I'm walking through the forest. It's gonna be some dogs.
Oh.
Someone's gonna pick up a gun with a hand attached to it. I mean, you know, all the other iconic scenes have been recreated so far. Or are they going to get attacked by birds instead of dogs just to change it up? Attention.
So their stars team went from 5 people
Oh man,
to
they
3.
didn't get chased into the mansion. Boo.
And what, you're expecting, like, what, a budget for this film?
I was expecting a monster. No, it's a CGI mansion that's not there. There's so much stuff that isn't there in this film.
Well, this is how they save on money. Yeah, everyone shits on the Star Wars prequels for having too much CGI, but it's like modern things these days just have
Also,
so
why
much
have they all
more.
got like fucking automatic guns and they should have pistols? Maybe a shotgun. Oh, they've recreated the mansion really badly. Okay, and they're going to tell some serious shit lines. Jill, the master of unlocking.
Yeah, they're missing like at least 3 people from that team.
Well, the other 3 got killed on the way in, so they just decided not to have them.
Fun, the faster we can get the fuck out of here. Keep your shit wired at all times.
It'd make more sense if she went with Barry, because Barry kept saving her ass in the actual
In the game, yeah, I know, but I think she fancies Wesker, so that's the whole like big guy thing.
Yes, it's the 90s. Okay, so he actually does come back a bit. Okay, the hell was he shooting at? So the car was behind is now driving where the driving was shot.
Because it wouldn't have been, they wouldn't have handbraked to stop, they would have just parked up and gone out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Hunk!
Oh. So rather than being like an awesome tactical commander with a little commando group. How? How have they secured Raccoon City at all?
Well, they just secured the one road that goes out of town. I don't know, I'm making this shit up now.
No, but
Oh, Leon's starting to notice this creepy people turning up at the gates.
okay, that's Resident Evil zombie noises.
1:50 AM. Is this the police chief coming back? And it is.
He's got nowhere to go.
Oh no. Is he going to be the first to be attacked by dogs?
Well, we know he's going to die because he dies in the games. But then other than that, it's kind of like, it's how gruesome they're going to make it and how awesome it's going to be.
Awesome is probably a strong word.
Well, for this film, okay, I'll give it credit. It's like 30 minutes, 40 minutes in now, and nothing super offensive has happened yet. It's just, other than them shitting on Leon at every chance.
Yeah.
Nothing, it's not been horrendous, it's just not been good.
Admittedly, yeah, it's been a slow burn, which I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting this sort of slow build up to the scary action. If we're going to get any scary action. Holy moly! Yeah, the police chief ain't fucking around.
So far, the police chief's got the highest body count of anyone in this film.
Oh, because he shot the
burning
body.
He shot the burning body, which means he's killed one zombie.
person. Yeah.
He's killed one.
Oh no, to be fair, the truck driver did smash into a woman in the middle of the road.
Okay, so for a zombie survival film,
a zombie's got one kill, and the next zombie got killed.
yeah, it's yeah, I'm not expecting like thousands upon thousands of corpses or something, but you know, you kind of want to see some zombies die or get re-killed.
Yeah, put down, put down. Oh, he's gonna get bit. Oh, bit his face. Oh no, he's gonna bite his ass.
Oh, please bite his ass.
Oh fuck, the more he pulls in, shoot the dog!
It's like, you've killed a person, killing a zombie dog is going to be easier, because to be fair, you probably didn't know.
Oh, he's run out of bullets, of course. Oh, Claire, saving the chief! Oh man, that dog's getting fucking smashed the shit out of. And where did she come from?
Oh, that. Yeah, the thing was sealed because he had to open the gate to get it.
You know, but the gate was still open. The gate was left open. I think
so
that's where the dogs came in, and I think she came in.
So she came in following the dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, their hair's coming out of zombies as well.
Where's my brother, Chris Redfield?
So you're Chris's little sister, huh? I didn't think the two of you spoke.
You know, if he did this movie in exactly the same way, just changed all their names so they weren't the computer game characters,
Yeah, agreed. I'm not, you know, a bit like the Ghostbusters.
All the exits to Raccoon have been blocked by Umbrella.
We need more ammo. Guns.
Like an original Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
We'll try to get a hold of your brother. There's no way out of Raccoon by road, but we might just be able to take a helicopter.
Hey. Fucking hell, they're fast running out of time. It's 2 AM according to the time.
Okay, so it's 2 AM. They've got 4 hours. If Raccoon City's getting destroyed at 6, then you're going to have to drop the Nemesis in as well if you're going to do this, like, game accurate, yeah.
Or it is going to do without the Nemesis. Or have that as a separate storyline. We're now doing a whole spin-off to this Resident Evil. Oh no.
Well, this is it. It's how you rewrite these things, isn't it? And make it better. And if you did this as, like, say, a Netflix-style streaming show, you could do it all properly and give it all the right time it needs. Nothing is gained by rushing their way through it, but...
Carlos. Little stained glass windows. And here we go. There's the classic zombies. Oh, it's definitely created from the first one, even though that's not upstairs. It's definitely downstairs. It happens on the ground floor.
What the fuck?
I need you to stay right there.
It's like... Thing is, zombie movies existed before this game came out, which means logically all these people would have seen these zombie movies and know what zombies are. And even if you argued that they hadn't seen a single zombie movie or anything like that,
It didn't exist in this universe.
they didn't exist in this universe. It's like, there is a guy who looks sickly as all shit. Blood red eyes, who's literally eating the throat of someone who's now got up and is slowly walking towards you. I think you're fully justified in
just shooting.
Yeah.
I mean, there is freezing in you know, awe and shock of the situation. No, I can understand that. But
yeah, but it's, at the same time, it's kind of like, you know, you don't have to be like, stay still or anything. You could just be like, yeah, you're getting shot, mate.
Come on, Barry. Well,
Why has Barry got a shotgun rather than a
Richard!
So he got attacked from behind as well as from the side while he was kneeling down. Yeah.
Well, look at him. Look at Scott Redfield fucking holding off three zombies. Oh, he's getting it. Yeah, Barry's getting it. So basically, no one's safe. Oh shit, there's lots of Oh, I love it. He's just bored playing Snake on his phone. What? You've just seen like the car and the stuff, and you're sitting in your helicopter. I don't think they're going to give enough time to the street sections or the mansion.
No.
I feel like everything's going to be mega rushed. It's going to be like, oh look, they've got the piano scene and she's playing it. Oh, he's going to get told he's going to have to play the piano. Basically, Wesker's just cheating.
What the fuck you doing, Wesker?
Hold on.
What the fuck are you doing? Yeah, exactly. She basically just taken all of Rebecca's stuff and just given it to Wesker, have you? Because that's Rebecca's little thing. She can play the piano, but Chris can't. Oh, the helicopter's about to crash because he's turned into a zombie. It's almost like no vehicles have used any petrol whilst driving around. You know, it was like I had about 2:29 a.m. I like the fact they're keeping us up to date with the time.
Yeah, I've actually never been in this film, so...
Yeah, put the RPD, like, bulletproof vest on, man. Go on. You know you want it.
Yeah. No, that'll make him look like the character.
That's good, right? It's just,
Oh, how's your shotgun?
I think it's sort of jammed.
How does she know more about guns than him? I know he's a rookie, but he would still have gone through training.
Yeah, he's definitely got a bit more training than some random woman who came from an orphanage.
Yeah.
While Sean's looking it up, Harry, let's have a quick chat about Resident Evil, because we watched that the other day, didn't we?
Okay, cool. Yeah, so the Resident Evil movie, to just carry on from our abandoned halfway battery dead bad video that we did in your house.
Yes.
Because Sean does have the footage for that, so
I do.
I'm sure
I've uploaded it to my computer.
This is our unofficial review.
Yeah.
It was an interesting film because where do I start? Okay, casting. The casting. I don't know where they were going with it because none of it made any sense. Well, it's almost like they decided, oh, here's the games, and we're gonna just do nothing like the game. We're gonna try and do something completely new.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh yeah, but we'll keep the cheesy, horrible dialogue from the first game. Like the Jill sandwich.
Yeah, it's like
why does that even need to be in there?
The thing is, the reason they kept that in there is a tick box exercise of like, oh, that's meme worthy. Let's have that in there as a little throwaway wink, wink, nudge, nudge moment for the fans. But then if none of the characters look like they're supposed to, it doesn't matter because no one's going to care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, and then also Leon gets the biggest like shit dumping the whole time. They all fucking
they shit on Leon the entire film, and it's like, oh.
Hey noob! Oh my, what? What the fuck? Why is Leon being treated so badly in this film?
Yeah. Leon's cool. But what I remember saying to you at the time was like, you know what? If you basically renamed every single character in that film, but kept everything else basically the same, it'd be fine. It's like it would be a
passable movie.
Yeah. Then they're not the game characters anymore. They're literally just a random bunch of Raccoon City survivors. And it's like, you know, it'd be fine. It's like, okay, you'd have to keep, say, like the police chief and William Birkin the same, but beyond that, everything else you could change, and it wouldn't matter.
Yeah. Although they do nice bits of setup, saying like, oh yeah, there's towns like Umbrella's already fucking off, and this is the real reason why there's no people in the town whatsoever. Yeah. Oh, okay. Budget constraints.
Or to buy extras.
Yeah, we can't bother having more than 4 zombies.
Yeah. Well, that was the weird thing. It's kind of like I could get behind like a certain amount of it when it was like you had like the old Resident Evil movies with like Mila Jovovich and stuff. But it's like, okay, the first one, it's in a mansion that's abandoned. It was like it's a premise for hiding the lab. Okay, fine, whatever. The second movie, when it's supposed to be set in the city, it's kind of like you see big queues of people trying to leave at the gates, and everything else is just zombie hordes, and it's in the middle of the night, so everyone's kind of in different places. So you can kind of go with it there as well. But it's like, you kind of want an actual load of zombies in your zombie movie.
Dialogue's the weirdest part, though. It's almost like they took all inspiration from the first cut of the 1996 game and was like, yeah, we'll take inspiration in this weird crap dialogue. And at least that had the excuse that it was Japanese being translated into English.
It had the weird 1990s...
And maybe some of it's just lost in translating. Yeah.
It's like the 1990s charm works really well in the 1990s, and that's it. Oh.
Yeah, true. But then again, the biggest miscasting was Wesker. Like, the most
Get a girlfriend.
Ineffective. It's not even that intimidating.
He's a scrawny little weirdo, and it's like... You're supposed to be like the intimidating kind of, he was never in charge, but he was always kind of like the front man. So you kind of knew when he's around, he's doing something. At least from Resident Evil remake onwards, it's kind of like, because you kind of knew he was doing stuff then, but it's like, he was kind of always floating around in the background with like reports and stuff going on, and he's being pretty cool. Now, in this, he's just like, I'm the high school jock who really kind of fell out of shit when I left high school.
And he's got a random PDAT that sort of just says like, oh yeah, the city's going to get destroyed. Follow these instructions. And it's like, okay. And then he sort of sacrifices himself and it all becomes a bit like, oh no, I'm going to do it for Jill. Oh yeah. And then at the end, Ada Wong suddenly appears after the credits and you're like, what? Okay, cool. Just because Ada Wong needed to be in there for some reason, he's now infected Wesker. Yeah, spoilers, but who gives a shit? No one's going to watch this movie, so.
And anyone who has done has torn it to shit, so, yeah.
I mean, I just found it amusing that they actually left it so that it was open-ended for a sequel. They thought it was that good. That it was going to get a sequel. And it probably will. I mean, fuck me, the original Resident Evils all got like too many sequels.
Yeah, there's like, what, 6 original Resident Evil movies?
7.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yes. There's one after Afterlife. You can get that.
I mean, how? How did they keep making money for fucking starters? That's the only way to justify it.
I mean, we're living in a world where there's one Dread 3D movie and there's 7 Resident Evil films.
Yeah, how
you
is
tell
that
me what fucking madness we live in.
Remotely justifiable in any way, shape, or form. Oh, it didn't make its budget, so fuck off. It caught on too late, and then it became a cult classic. Well, there you go then. Where's the TV show?
Yeah, it's a cult classic. Okay, Urban still wants to do it.
Though saying that, would we really want it made now? Considering all the shit that's being made right now, they would just fucking cock it up anyway. It's 2012 is a completely different era to 2022. Let's face it.
It's already been 10 years. Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm willing to believe. I'll go out on a limb and say that I'm willing to believe there are people out there who care enough about Judge Dredd to make a proper Judge Dredd another proper Judge Dredd movie with Carl Urban.
Us. That's it.
Well, look, Sean, I know you're a multi-millionaire.
People like us who don't know how to make movies, unfortunately.
Sean, I know you're clearly a multi-millionaire hiding all your wealth behind that lovely baseball cap. But, yeah, exactly. You had to shave your hair to hide the money.
That's right.
So, yeah, if you want to fund it, we can hire Carl Urban. I'm sure he'll do it for, like, us 3. And Rob.
Especially Rob.
Rob's the cameraman. That's his job.